Hello, welcome. My name is Shavariel and welcome to my channel. If you've watched me before, welcome back and hello to everyone. I've been gone for a while, working all this overtime consistently, but now it's done with the overtime, so from my job. And then I have my own business that I'm building as well. So I'm back again and I have missed you all and we're going to talk about a few things. So here's what I was going to label the video, but no, I'm not going to say it. Anyway, I just wanted to get into single men who are not making this planet a better place for other people. And what I mean by that is, if you are a man and you're single and you're looking to be in a relationship, but you're not being good in the relationship, you are bringing so much trauma into other people's lives. Let me tell you why I say this. Being a single mother, a mother whom is single, this is what I've experienced. And it's not all men, because you have good men out there. But for the one, my children's father, hold on. I gotta let that slide. I gotta let that pass by. Okay, anyway. So the reason why I say this is because it's too many single men who are not doing right in relationships and having these children that you are literally leaving a trail of trauma behind you. I'm talking about the single men who can't get right. You know, for the good men who are single, I'm not talking to you. So continue to be a good person. Be good to yourself, be good to those around you. Continue being the good you. This is for the men who are not good. I don't think you guys understand how many lives you are hurting. Now, this ties into a topic that I continuously hear, is that Black women are not submissive. And while I'm not going to get into the whole submissive debate or idea or opinion or thoughts, I'm going to say this. I have done and have known other Black women to give every single thing that they have to be with that Black man. And the reason why, and let me tie this into that, the reason why I'm not getting into the whole submission debate is because submission has nothing to do with you being Black, with you. It has no ties to a single ethnicity. It's not tied to a single religion. It's not tied to a single gender. Submission is submission, or submissive is submissive. But the reason why I brought up being Black in this situation is because I've been just hearing it just about Black women not knowing how to be submissive. But you constantly hear how Black women will cook, will go to work, will clean, will take care of the kids, will take care of the house duties. That includes taking out the trash, changing light bulbs, killing bugs. We're not killing bugs, we don't want to do that, but getting rid of pests around the house. You constantly hear this, and I'm just wondering, where does that tie into Black women not being submissive? Because I don't know about you all, but from what I know and from what I hear from my friends, they've given everything they've had to be with a Black man, and it still not be good enough. So for me, I can only speak from my experience. I gave much more than what I needed to to be with a man who didn't want to be with me. And he just was playing the game, was just going along with it. I'm talking about my children's father. He was he was lost. So when you're lost, you're not prepared to be in a relationship, and you don't need to be in a relationship. But he didn't want me to begin with. He tolerated me for a long time. And so, but I gave, and he gave, and then at some point it just turned into being with each other out of guilt, or being with each other out of being familiar with each other. And then you just not together anymore. But I gave a lot to be in that past relationship, even when like I said, when I didn't need to. There was an example when I had given birth, and I was going to college at that time, and this was right after I had just got done giving birth, and I was taking the bus to school, to college. My ex at that time had a car, so he could have easily came, picked me up from school, or met me at the bus stop by where we were staying at the time, and then drove us home. But there was a time when I was talking to him on my way home, getting out of school, and on the bus. And literally the walk that I had to go from the bus stop to the house was like 15 minutes. But he was at home already. And so on my way walking home, now may I mind you, I had just given birth. I was walking home. My ex at the time was already home. And so, make sure. Okay, and so that made me so upset to know that he was already home and didn't offer to pick me up. And then when I get home, now I'm supposed to cook and do all of this other stuff also. Now, I'm not saying he was like a deadbeat guy, because he can clean. He cleaned himself. He was always big on being clean and smelling good and what have you, that he can cook for himself. But while I was there, I was cleaning along with him, and cooking, and grocery shopping, and going to school, and I had just given birth, and I'm walking to work also, and working a job, and doing all of these things, and it still was not good enough. It wasn't good enough. So based upon my experience, that doesn't qualify me to be submissive, but I'm saying, when is enough is enough? When is enough enough? For some of you men who are not good, people, you are asking to run over a black woman. Let me tell you why. Because you expect her to work. Full-time job. Okay, she can work. You expect her to clean after getting off of that shift from work. Okay, you're already home. Couldn't you have cleaned something or vacuumed the floor or something? Okay. You expect her to do your laundry too. Do laundry by herself. You could help her. Then you expect her to go grocery shopping. In the midst of all of this, you expect her to go grocery shopping. Say if she just got home from work, you already home from work, or say she got off from work earlier and you're getting off from work earlier, or after work. As a man, you're getting off from work after she has already gotten off from work. I'm talking about your lady. And you pass all these fast food restaurants, and when you get home, you say, oh, I'm hungry. Babe, can you go and get us something to eat? And it's just like, but you are out already. Couldn't you have gone to get us something to eat? Like, so you expect me as your woman to get up out of my household clothes, go and get something to eat. And this is stuff that I've lived and experienced. So you ask for all of that, and it still not be good enough. So where does that come into not being submissive? But what is submissive really? How is submissive really define, because that sounds like you have a housemaid. That sounds like you have your mom at home. That sounds like you have uh, a a personal assistant to do all of these things, and it not be good enough, and you still complain and you're not being appreciative, and don't let you have kids. So now you're asking this same woman, this same black woman, this same African American woman, this same beauty queen, black, beautiful African American woman to do all of these things, to take care of the children, to help them with homework, to nourish them, and to provide for them, to secure them, all while she's working a job she probably most of the time is not one to work unless she has her own business. Then you're asking her to come home, cook, clean, iron, do laundry, go grocery shopping, take care of the needs of her car, so getting her car service, and then getting the kids into academic achievement activities or extracurriculum activities, sports, whatever it is that they're involved in. And that's a lot. That's a lot. And the reason why I say some of you, good men are leaving a trail of trauma behind you is because you are not adding value to the situation. So for you to ask a woman to do all of that, and you're still not appreciative, and you're still telling her that she's not being submissive, you're hurting her, and you're hurting those children too, whom you probably don't care about. And the reason why I say that is because anytime a grown man will not engage half as much with a mother, with the children, I'm not just talking about showing up at basketball games, baseball games, football games, cheerleading, soccer, ballet. I'm not talking about just showing up. I'm talking about, when was the last time you sat down as a man and prayed with those children? When was the last time you sat down and had a talk with your child about who they are and who they are to be in this world? Not who they are to be, they're going to be who they are, but what it is to recognize their personality traits, to be positive, to be aware of the evil in this world, to be aware of the good people in this world. When was the last time you took the time out of your day after being tired from work, going, and we still on the no good men, because the good men, y'all fine. Go ahead. I'm getting on the no good men. When was the last time you had gotten off a 12-hour shift and your child was just like, I want to play, and instead of you saying, okay, well, let me take you to the park, you just like, no, we just gonna sit here, or you take them to your mom's house, or you take them to your sister's house, or you go drop them off at your brother's house just so that they don't have to bother you. Like, sit there and really think about that if you have children. Now, for the no good men that don't have children, you just in a relationship, when was the last time that you offered to iron the clothes, since you two are living together, you and your girlfriend, or whatever the case may be? Or maybe you're not living together, but maybe you visited her home and it was just like, hey, you a little bit behind on laundry, you need some help, I got the lint roller right here, I was off today, I can help. When was the last time you offered help? When was the last time you offered to check her car, to say like, hey, how you doing on, your oil change? You good with all that? You need any help with that? And being a woman, if a man offers that, she's gonna be like, wow, you mean I don't have to go to my dealership to like look at this stuff? Or, I don't have to go into wherever you go to, like to Sun Auto, or what is that, not Pep Boys, what's that other place? Or wherever you go to get your car service, mainly your dealership, your car dealership. She'll probably be like, oh, you know what? I think I'm a little low on oil. Can you check for me? Yes, thank you. And while we're on it, can you check my tires? They look kind of like scaly. Like, is that supposed to look like that? And not to say all women are like that, because some women are great with cars, so they'll know exactly what to do. But it's good that you would offer. For instance, like, I had a moment with my child's father, And I know when I went to go get my car serviced, the guy was like, you know, you might want to change your tires because they're cracking. And I was like, okay, I'll look out for it. And then one day I looked because air was letting out of my tires. So I was like, oh man, I got to get it replaced now. And then I'm just looking at the tires like, yeah, this don't look right. You know, maybe I need to get it changed now. And let me tell you, when I wanted to get a second opinion from a man, which was my child's father, and may I mind you, look, I I'm cordial, or I was cordial with him, with my child's father. I wasn't like the woman in the video where she just threw the food on the sidewalk. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The video that went viral because he brought her baby food, his baby food, and didn't bring the other's food, and she just threw it. I don't treat mine like that. So I thought we had an okay, not a great rapport, no, not even a good rapport, no. But I thought we had an okay rapport to have recommendations. So I asked him one day, I was just like, you know, it seemed like the air in my tires, I may need to change them. You know, can you look? Because the guy at the dealership said they were cracking, and so I'm not exactly sure what to look for. And this joker looked at my tires to say, no, you good. And I'm like, but it's scaling. Like if you as a guy or a woman know like when it's time to change your tires because it's cracking like all around the tire, then you would know what I'm talking about. But if you don't know, you don't know. So, but it was like that. And so I just wanted to get a second opinion from him because he works on his own vehicles. He's a good handyman, and he knows what I'm looking for as far as like, you know, to say, hey, how's the tire life on my tires? Do I need to change it now, or am I good for a little bit? But no, this joker said, no, you good. They supposed to be like that. You know, I've known cars, a lot of older cars like that. Don't you know, like not even, I don't even think it was 2 days after that, my tire busted. It was cracking, and I had just asked him as a man just for a recommendation and a second opinion. I wasn't asking him to change my tires. Okay, I'm good on time. I wasn't asking him to change my tires. I wasn't asking for money to pay for my tires. I was just asking him, hey, what do you think as a man? Like, you work on cars, so can you tell me, what do you recommend, or am I right? Do I need to get my tires changed? But no. And when I sent him the picture, he was just like, oh no. And I'm just like, no good man. Like, you just no good. What are you good for? And that may seem harsh, but it's what it's gonna be. Because like I said, I had an okay rapport with him to just ask him, what do you think? I wasn't asking him to change the tire or nothing like that. So just a no good use of, just no good man. You know, and we have a child together. So imagine I'm on the road, because I'm on the road a lot of the time. Imagine I'm on the road and that tire busts the wrong way. It could have put us in a dangerous situation. I'm talking about me and his child. So then you don't take the courtesy to say, hey, look, these tires, no, you got to get these changed. When are you going to get them changed? Because y'all can't be on the road like that. You know, just out of being a human and human kindness. No good of a man. Just no good, just trifling, just because, like, to be petty, you would tell me, no, those tires are good, and clearly they were cracking. If I had the picture, I probably do. Maybe I'll post it or something like that. But clearly, you can see this was cracking. And when I asked him, like, should I get them changed now, or what do you think? He was just like, no, they good. They supposed to look like that, you know, after they age a certain time. No, because I know cars from 1994 tires that don't look like that. It's just the poor quality of the tires. So anyway, it's situations like that that's just, you guys, for the no good men, you guys are just no good. You just no good. And When you do that, you honestly have no idea, especially if you have children, you have no idea how much that woman is sacrificing to do just her responsibility. Okay, she laid down to have a child. I get that. I understand that. I have too. But to take the responsibility of your part, and for the audacity of a lot of black men to say black women don't submit or aren't submissive or aren't into submission. First of all, submission shouldn't be the first thing you're looking into when you're looking for somebody to court. It should be, are they themselves? Are they genuine? Are they in their right minds? How's their mental health? Do they love themselves? That should be the first question. But no, you're into what can she do for me? You're a grown man. You can do for yourself first and foremost. So the next thing would be to see, okay, can she do for herself? So that's what is really irritating to hear. I didn't mean to make this video long, but like, you know, good men, like, really check yourselves. Check yourselves, because what you're doing is leaving a trail of mess behind you. Dating women, breaking women's hearts, not getting yourself together, knowing that good and well you do not need to be in a relationship. Okay, well, sit down by yourself, reflect, recoup, and get some self-development into yourself before you start going out here and you get into other people's lives and damaging and hurting innocent people, especially when you bring children into this world. So you think about that. And if you don't, then you don't. If you do, well, then there you go. But seriously, you know, good men have really got to do better. You've got to do better. Submission is not the first thing you should look for into a relationship, because a woman can say the same thing about a man. What can you do for me? What can you bring to my table? Okay, as a woman, I work, I'm an entrepreneur, I got my own business. Okay, I pay my bills, independent woman. Yes, that watch, I got it. Yes, my earrings, I got it. Yes, my car, I got it. What can you bring to the table? Okay, can you do laundry? Okay, are you a handyman? Do you know how to fix a tire? Okay, do you know how to change a light bulb? Because some of you don't even look like you do that as a man. Okay, if I get a leaky faucet, do you know how to tighten the ring around the sink? I'm just saying. So treat others how you wish to be treated, and you will do better. So may that find you well. I did not mean to rant, but that had to be said. So y'all have a good evening. We'll talk again. Peace, y'all.